Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 42 in Be With Me. And today we're going to get to chapter 5 of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 1 we're going to start with. And the point here is the genealogy. Genealogy is the point. So yesterday, Seth's son, Enosh, invented worship. And let's see what happens next. We're going to get more and more faithful people. They're going to be living on the earth. They're going to be living on the earth actually together for a long period of time. So we're going to get a list of people which shouldn't be ignored. In a sense, the genealogy isn't a distraction of the Bible. It's the point that we are seen, we're loved, that we are imagers of the Lord. I made that word up. So God sees godly individuals in what turns out to be a very ungodly time. So we have on one hand we have a fallen offspring of a fallen parent, Adam and Eve, and today we're going to see their heritage of a faithful remnant and faithful in their day of evil. This is from Genesis chapter number 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. Male and female, he created them, and he blessed them and named them man when they were created. Let me just pause. So it's starting with God creating man, and then he's going to make him in his likeness. He's going to make us image bearers. Male and female, he created them, and he blessed them, named them man when they were created. And here we go. This is verse 3 now. And when Adam lived 130 years, he fathered a son in his own likeness, after his image, and he named him Seth. We've already heard about him. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800, and he had other sons and daughters. So Seth has more sons and daughters. And all of these generations are going to have more sons and daughters than we're going to hear about today. Thus all the days of Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. When Seth lived 105 years, he fathered Enosh. Seth lived after he fathered Enosh 807 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. When Enosh lived 90 years, he fathered Kenan. Enosh lived after he fathered Kenan 815 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Imagine this multiplication process that's going on. Thus all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. When Kenan lived 70 years, he fathered Mahalalel. Kenan lived after he fathered Mahalalel 840 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. When Mahalalel lived 65 years, he fathered Jared. Mahalalel lived after he fathered Jared 830 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. When Jared lived 162 years, he fathered Enoch. Jared lived after he fathered Enoch 800 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Jared were 962 years. So we see here that people lived a long time, and a descendant line is identified here. These are our patriarchs, and this is a remnant line, the faithful line. It's the genealogy of maybe outstanding individual. It's the record of the faithful, the remnant. And we're going to find in the next chapter, chapter 6, that mankind was not better and better. They got more evil and evil as time went on. And every inclination was only evil continually, says Genesis 6:13. Man was corrupt and full of violence. But most of the time here, what we see in these guys is that they lived a long time. Most of them lived with each other. So perhaps there was never such a time of having such good, wise, holy men living at the same time, with maybe 6 or 7 generations of your righteous grandparents still alive. The point here, and we haven't done it today, but we'll get to it tomorrow, we're going to get to Noah. 10 generations down the line from Adam and Eve is Noah. And he's in the Hall of Fame of Faith in Hebrews chapter 11 as righteous and faithful. One thing you do notice about all these people, though, is they're all still living under the curse. That is, the wages of sin is death. The curse is that everybody dies. The point is that, yes, they live a long time, 900 years or so, but everyone is still under the curse heritage, the layer of difficulty, the layer of death since Adam. So perhaps this pre-flood environment, this 900 years length of life, is designed to get people to live a long time, so they'll have a lot of generations and a lot of sons and daughters and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So of these people, Seth and this heritage of people, Jesus is born to these men. He is born into a world of sin, similar to that all these men were as well. The other person that makes the Hall of Faith is Enoch. And then people lived for a long time. Obviously, Methuselah sets the record. But let's draw some conclusions here. So let's be on the honor roll of faithfulness, because that's what we're really seeing here today. Let's be people that are spiritually faithful. I think we also see that God loves his people. He sees his people. Remembers his people, knows his people. And I think we can also love the people that God loves. And people are uniquely created in the image and the likeness of God. We're not evolved. We're created. We're stamped. We're formed uniquely. We have a personal God that makes us into a person, says theologian Paul Tournier. And in a sense, the genealogies that we see here today in Genesis chapter 5, we'll finish it up tomorrow, is not the distraction of the Bible. The point is the genealogy is the point that we are loved, we are imagers, we're noted, and we are remnant. And if you feel like a remnant in your generation, a holdout of faithfulness in an ungodly age, get this through your head that we aren't the first. You're from a long line of those who chose to be faithful in their generation. You're created. You're imbibed with God's image. You have everything you need. You are not alone. You are seen. You are listed. God cares about people. God cares about you. And someday, may you be listed in one of these great genealogies of God. The genealogies are the point. Thanks for listening.